What's going on, guys? It's Mike for Sim Racing 604. Welcome back to Raceroom Racing Experience. I'd like to first off just say a huge thank you to you guys who voted in the poll. I asked you guys what you wanted to see in my next Raceroom video, and it turns out a lot of you wanted to see my favorite cars as well as some racing action, so I will do both. So I'm going to sort of divide the cars into two sort of subheadings. Number one is my favorite cars that are part of incomplete series or cup cars, that kind of thing, and then my favorite race series. So I will cover both, and then we'll get into some racing action. A couple of important notes before we get started here as well. If you want to save some money when you buy content for Raceroom, follow the instructions at the bottom of your screen. And also, I would like to note that overall the content of Raceroom just keeps getting better with time, so there's really not many bad cars left. I omitted GT3 and I omitted open wheelers from this list just because I think they're done better in other titles. However, that doesn't mean they're not good, so if you have a favorite car that's not on my list, don't think it's not good. Go into the game and test drive it for yourself. You will probably like it. So to start off my list, my favorite, or one of my favorite one-off cars is this Porsche GT2 RS Club Sport. Raceroom doesn't do road-going cars, but this is probably as close as they get. There's the Porsche and the Audi under the GT2 class, and I think they're both really well done, but the Porsche is my favorite, and so we'll start the list off with this car. And next up, the Mercedes CLK DTM 2003. So it's coming up on 20 years old, this DTM car, but huge amounts of performance, and it doesn't quite have the modern aero trim that you see in current gen DTM. So it's a little bit unruly, but unruly in exactly the right ways. This car is an absolute blast. We only have one car from the 2003 DTM season, but honestly, that's all you need. This thing is so much fun, either in a race or a practice session or a hot lap. I love this thing, and I put this on my list of favorites. And next up, the Volkswagen IDR prototype. This is a real-world record holder. This thing is unbelievably fast on track, and yet underrepresented in sim racing in my opinion, and has the rare distinction of being a fun electric car. It's hard to find. There are some very well done electric cars. If you're a fan of Formula E, Studio 397's Formula E car, or cars actually, for R Factor 2 are great, as are virtual racing cars Formula E for Assetto Corsa. However, as well done as they are, I wouldn't categorize them as fun or things I keep going back to have more fun, but this Volkswagen IDR is. It's unbelievable fun to push it around the Nordschleife or just about any track, to be honest. So fast, and again, electric cars being fun is not something you find too often, but they did a great job with this one. And now moving on to the last of my sort of incomplete series or one-off cars. This is the Group 4 Porsche. Unbelievably fun if you're into analog cars. If you don't mind using an H-pattern shifter and fighting oversteer, fighting understeer, really having to earn your laps, this thing is a blast. I was a fan of the 74 Porsche RSR in Assetto Corsa, and this Raceroom version does not disappoint. It's grouped with the M1 Pro car, which is another great car, but of the two, I think I prefer the Porsche for the pure driving experience. It's very analog, very pure as a driving car, so much fun, and that'll conclude my list of one-off cars, and next up we'll do race series. And now moving on to the more complete car classes. I believe I've been saying race series so far in the video. I meant car class, forgive me. And we'll start out with GTR1 or GT1. This is a big, nasty, loud car class. You have names like Koenigsegg, Gumpert, Celine out there making a lot of noise, going very, very fast in a straight line, but more unruly than you're used to with GT3 or GT4 cars, but so much fun. If you choose to buy only one, and that's all you will need to buy if you want to race this series, buy the Ford, but I recommend a lot of the others as well. If you can afford to get the whole car class, I recommend it. It's a blast. So much fun. So we'll start the list of car classes off with GTR1. Next up, something I'm sure most of you guessed, 2020 DTM. One of the few recreations of DTM in sim racing, officially at least. The 2020s are really nice, huge horsepower, much faster than what you're used to with a lot of GT classes. The performance is unreal. There's only 2 cars in this pack, so I didn't know whether to include this in the one-off, but technically that's all there was when this was created. So BMW and Audi gets you the whole race series. Wonderfully done cars, a little bit more finicky on corner exit and track out than you might be used to with some GT cars, but so much fun. DTM 2020. And finally, to close things out, at the very top of my list, WTCR 2020. It's, in my opinion, borderline must-have content for sim racing. These cars are fantastic. They should not work. They have a lot working against them. This is a sim known for its sounds. The sounds of these WTCRs, not the best in the game. The performance, not the best in the game. Funny handling with the front-wheel drive setup, but it works. It makes for unbelievably good wheel-to-wheel racing, and I love these cars. The more I go back to this, the more I realize how lucky we are to have these in sim racing. I think Sector 3 nailed these WTCR 2020 cars just to the nth degree. Could hardly be better. Some of the best offline racing you can have in sim racing, in my opinion, is these WTCRs. So that is exactly what I'm going to do now. An 8-lap race here at Sachsenring. Gives me a chance to call it the Sachsenring incorrectly. Let's jump on track. Okay guys, so here we are, Sachsenring, right around sunset, starting in 16th of 24 positions. Rolling start, just waiting for that green flag. 8-lap race here. Come on, green flag. There we go. Interesting how the clock doesn't change on this track. It still said 10 a.m. or something. AI is set to 100%, so I expect I will have a terrible time here. You guys are welcome to tune in, stay tuned for my demise here. Little bit of rubbing, nothing too serious. I love the look of that Civic. Wheel to wheel, I better concede. Oh no, never mind, got the position. Whoop. Still fighting. It's becoming abundantly clear that I should have probably had some practice before I actually jumped into this. I've been driving Sachsenring a ton on Assetto Corsa, thanks to Gunner's amazing mod. Pass on the outside? That is rare. Oh, almost. Alright, looks like we managed to hold position, despite quite a bit of drama. Car going very wide. Saw that Civic go off track there. Not a lot of passing room here at Sachsenring. Oh, look at this. Door got left open. Tires squealing, no big deal. Of course, front wheel drive, this thing gets a little squirrely when you come off throttle. It's like plenty of action up ahead. And yeah, that was probably a track cut. But the wheel-to-wheel action in this car is just incredible. Moving up to 13th, that was a pretty good lap for me. Once again, car is going wide. Will I be able to sneak one more position here? Whoop. Apparently not. That door got slammed shut on me. Come on, Gruber, get out of the way. Whoa, tried carrying a bit more speed through that left-hander. Just about lost it. I think I kept 2 tires on the road there. Not quite sure. I think I'm just wasting track time by trying to go wide in that final corner. Whoa, no. And then I did that. Definitely got some time to make up. Although I'm halfway through the field now. So not terribly disappointed in the performance here. That was full lock on the steering wheel there. Getting pretty bad understeer. Come on, get around there. Yeah, these things are amazing. Perfect car, pardon me, for wheel-to-wheel action. You overdrive it and generally... Oh, look at that. Generally, you can recover the car. It's not too punishing. Yeah, really getting bad understeer to finish that corner. It just kind of comes over a crest. Front tires lose traction. Oh man, I'm dropping here. Can I outbrake this guy? I got the inside line here, so this should be fine. Question is, how many positions can I make up over halfway through the race? Or with less than half the race remaining. Better phrased. Should be one of those positions. Took a little knock there. Slightly too aggressive. It's okay. Thankfully it's just AI, not online racing. Whoa. Is there any better corner in racing than turn 10 on this track? I think it's turn 10. Maybe it's turn 11. One where you come around the corner and the track just falls away. I'm about to get passed again. He is right beside me. Should be able to shut the door without incident though. No problem. Cars are bunching up here. This should be a free position for me. Have I called it Sachsenring yet? I try to do that once per video. Sachsenring. Less than that corner right there. Coming around that corner, track falls away. Amazing. Alright, up into 7th. Looking good. Hopefully I don't bin it. There we go. It was easier on the throttle that time. And good results. Can't believe I'm overtaking 100% AI. It's usually not my style. Maybe it's just because I've been practicing this. Whoa, look at this. Practicing this track so much. By the way, I love that AI can get tangled up like that. Last thing you want is AI that just kind of forms a train and holds you back the whole race. You want AI battling. And if the result is the odd collision, so be it. That's just realism in my opinion. Much smoother lap this time. Which is usually an instant jinx. Let's see what happens here. Alright, final lap. AI holding the inside line. Not quite an opening. Top 5, I'm pretty happy with that. Top 3 would be amazing. Not sure where I will make that happen at this point. So I might have to settle for 5. These guys seem right about my pace, so. But yeah, lots of amazing cars here, guys. Just kind of wrapping this video up. I love these WTCR cars. They shouldn't really be as fun as they are. I think one more lap I would have had that top 3, but who knows. Alright guys, Thank you so much for watching. Links are in the description, and we'll see you next time.